Hey, thanks for listening to Sorry, Please Continue. This episode was recorded live in Kansas City at Uptown Arts Bar, and it was super fun. It was the theme was dating, and our guest panelist was the very funny Aaron Naylor. And Aaron recommended a bunch of comics that were really funny, and they told stories. And they are Kasey Griffin, Amber Lehman, Spencer Perkins, and Ryan Trickey. And one of the first stories has like one of the funniest sentences we've had on the show, and some of the other stories just get so crazy. So this is a really fun one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this intro short because the intros are never good anyway. But yeah, if you like this, you should come check us out at Flyover Comedy Festival in St. Louis, Missouri on November 10th at 10 p.m. That's a Friday at the Improv Shop in the Grove. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Or just come and watch that festival in general. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know Chris Bronowski, one of the co-founders of this show, worked really hard on that. Yeah, so that should be a good time. Also, you can tell your friends about the podcast. You can like and rate it on iTunes, Google Play, wherever you get podcasts. So that's my whole spiel. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the show. Sorry, please continue.
That was a lot funnier when it was in my head. Anyway, all right, let's get started. I want to bring up first your guest comic tonight from Kansas City. Very funny. Please give it up for Aaron Naylor, ladies and gentlemen. Hey! How's it going? And also, my co-host for this show. We've been doing it for 25 years. Why not? Give it up for Jeremy Hellwig. All right. You want to go ahead and introduce the entire thing, or do you want me to do it?
I can do it. Hey, guys. Welcome to Sorry, Please Continue. If you've never been to the show, which only one of you has, I'm pretty sure, what's going to happen is people are going to come up here and tell stories about a theme, and that theme this time is dating, and that's always a fun theme, so you guys should be excited. And while they're up here telling stories, either sitting down or standing up, we're going to be up here as well, interrupting with questions and jokes and hopefully making it better and not just making it worse.
Or hopefully making it worse. Is that sound a thing? Yeah. Can you, is it like I can't listen to anything coming out of it?
Is it real bad?
It's not as bad as earlier.
Oh, well, that's good then.
Well, I had to change a bunch of things because when they turned off those string lights, they unplugged all of our shit, and so I changed some stuff. So you want me to go fix this?
No, will it detract you from the show? Should we bring it down? All right, just bring the master down.
Yeah, I'll bring it down.
So,
back there. Here, I'll go do it here.
Damn, who here loves dating, right? Guys, take my wife, you know? I don't know what's up. I don't know anything about sound. I just know how to talk and listen. And half that I don't even know how to do. So please. How are things, Aaron? I don't know, man. This is Banter Bus.
Okay?
No, I'm not. I'm having a stroke. How's that? Is that good? Is that better? Is that a woo? Is that a good woo or a bad woo? All right, that's better. Come on, bring it back up. Give it up for Jeremy Soundman Hellwig. All right.
Hey, everybody. We're just going to
skip
us telling stories because I don't have any dating stories.
Every date I went on is the best. So
I'm married. All my stories are like, we went on a date. It was fine. I don't know. So first storyteller of the night. Let's give it up for Kasey Griffin.
Yay!
Sorry your warm-up was explanations of technical problems.
Woo, that's great. No, that's like my usual. Oh, my goodness. All right, you guys ready to hear a fun poem I received?
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right. A little backstory. This was sent to me in the mail via U.S. Postal Service. By a man.
Had you time traveled back to the 1800s for this story?
Yeah. A horse came and he handed it to me. Nobody was on it.
Right.
Just a horse. He reached into a bag on his back. It was crazy.
That's good luck when a horse gives you something.
Yeah. So this is a poem sent to me by a man that I dated for less than 2 months. This was sent to me after we had broken up, like longer than 2 months after we had broken up.
But 2 months isn't really a breakup, is it? It's just like you're not.
No, not really. No,
I'm not gonna call you anymore. That's 2 months.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's what I do, right?
He made it a big deal with the poem, so now I have to call it a breakup.
Did you know, was his profession poet?
No, he worked in his mom's graphic design firm.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Same thing.
poet.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
poet.
that's what Robert Frost did.
He was all up on 4chan, if that's poetry.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! This story ends well.
Ooh, yeah, he's a great guy.
At least you didn't get a dead cat in the mail. You know what I mean?
Oh no, not this time. All right, here's the poem. By the way, he was like 27 or 28. I was 19.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, he's older. That's cool.
Sounds like a poet was a lucky result.
Yeah.
He worked for his parents.
That's right. Really proud of that. It starts great. It goes, she is delicate like the rose, but not without her thorns. Because I'm a big bitch, right?
Had he just watched Batman and Robin?
It's very likely. Oh, man. Okay, pleasure spiked with pain. Like, oh, dude, I choked you once. It's okay.
What? That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers, isn't it?
It might be.
Yeah, Airplane.
Oh, I have a joke about him, liking the Red Hot.
It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Is there really in a
that's
Red
the
Hot
worst.
Chili Peppers song?
Yes.
I already had a joke about him liking the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh my God. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
I like how he called you a beautiful flower with thorns, and then he was like, but more explicitly, it was good and bad.
There's another one. Okay, it says intoxicating and alluring, addictive and harmful to my own well-being.
Red Hot
Wait.
Chili Peppers again.
Once again, he said a thing, then explained it.
Yeah,
No.
it goes on like that for a while.
He's like, she is pretty, meaning
Yeah.
she has boobs. He's like, fuck you,
I
Paul.
sure do.
You are heroin.
Yes,
Fantastic.
Harmful to my own well-being, yet I persist. Yeah, we did. You do persist. You need to stop persisting. Mysterious blue eyes that draw me in to explore the depths of her imagination. My imagination, you guys.
You're gonna get incepted.
This guy's got an imagination, right? Thinking we had a thing together. She enchants me like the sirens of lore.
Wait, what?
Did this guy Google deep things to put in his poems?
Yes.
He's talking about a hobbit, apparently.
okay.
More like gay
Okay.
R.R. Tolkien.
Right? Oh, hey.
More backstory to this poem. I received it as an original draft. It was written on like yellow, like legal pad paper, and like every other word was like crossed out super hard.
You didn't even edit it?
No, he did not edit it.
Oh, that's just lazy.
Yeah, okay, but he typed up like an actual letter that was kind of nice but kind of creepy, and then he
It was only creepy. There's no way.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
yeah.
Being nice via the mail 2 months after a breakup is
He
only
sent it
creepy.
to a place I lived with another guy, and he knew that from Facebook. There's no way, right? Oh man.
Fucking Zuckerberg, right?
Oh man. So okay. Enchants me like the sirens of lore. I am enthralled by her whimsical nature. Oh. I'm like Zooey Deschanel, right? Like so
Yeah.
adorkable. Jesus. I should get bangs.
Whimsical only makes me think of
It just means
on,
retarded.
on the show Next Food Network Star, people call stuff whimsical, and the hosts are always like, "That means nothing." No one else watches that show. Never mind.
Is Gordon Ramsay on that?
No, that's the other one.
Oh, well, then I'm not gonna watch it.
Did he send somebody with a pan flute to play while you read this note?
That'd be way better.
That'd been dope.
That would have been really dope. Like just me and
With,
my
like-
boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Just like.
Wait, you did have a boyfriend at the time?
Yes.
With
yes,
like
and
goat legs?
Yeah, he sent it to my place that I lived with that guy at. So that's
So
Wow.
wait, you broke up with this guy, and then 2 months later, you were already living with another guy.
Yes, I was.
Fantastic!
Ah.
You
I
won the
do
breakup.
that.
You
Oh, I'm so into
Just like the bitches of lore,
Look,
right?
dude, I needed somewhere to live. Okay.
You just needed
I've been there.
protection from this possible murderer.
I moved from that guy's house into the guy I live with now.
So you dated this guy for 2 months and were already living with him.
Yeah.
I did not live with the guy that sent me the
Oh,
poem.
not that guy.
The guy whose house I lived at that the poem was sent to.
Okay, I was worried that you were just like homeless and just staying with people.
No.
Casey, we've got a surprise for you. He's right there!
Hey!
Sean? His name's fucking Sean, right?
Is it him?
His name's Sean. Oh.
It's a little
And
something
he's
called a
brought-
restraining order,
I won't
Sean.
tell.
And he's brought more poems.
Oh man. Okay, I'm enthralled by her whimsical nature. She's untamed like the wild mare.
What was,
I'm a hot horse. Yeah.
I'm just glad he didn't call you a stallion because of, that just doesn't add up.
Oh yeah.
That
I'm
still
the
would've
kind
been
of
hot.
horse you don't ride.
Wait, what?
A mare, like a wild mare instead of like a tamed mare. Nobody. Okay,
I'm
then we're
gonna
back to the
inseminate
beginning
you.
of the poem again. She is magnificent, yet dangerous if I get too close. That's the end of the part that's not crossed out. Then the next part was an entire paragraph that was crossed out. And then in the margins, it said, too gay, don't read. Yes!
Wow.
He could have
Wow.
ripped the paper. At the very least, he could have ripped that part off. Or like written it down again without...
Do you think the Microsoft paperclip said that first? I hear
needed-
you trying to stalk a woman. Too
needed
gay,
that guy.
don't send.
God. So here's the part that's crossed out. More backstory. I lived in Chicago when I met this guy, and I moved. The reason we broke up is because I moved, and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm moving back to Kansas. I can't. can't
That
talk
sounds like a
anymore.
lie. Because
Yeah,
nobody
I mean, I
moves
did.
back to Kansas.
I did move back to Kansas.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a real bad relationship if you're like, fuck you, I'm moving to Kansas.
Yeah. Well, I failed out of art school, so it was a weird time in my life.
This
so-
sounds like the first draft of The Wizard of Oz.
It's exactly like that.
Dorothy broke up with her abusive boyfriend.
Oh,
It's
man.
the opposite of
Kansas
that.
girls get Dorothy a lot. Kansas girls get that a lot. Is there anybody that's like from Kansas that says that when you're somebody else?
Is that a big
somewhere
thing?
Else, you
Huh?
get Dorothy. This guy's gotten Dorothy. That's
Oh my
fun.
God.
Oh man.
He was also doing cocaine in the bathroom. I don't know if I should have said that out loud.
Hey,
We did.
that's nice. Okay, so this is the part that was crossed out and was too gay to read. It said, I will soon be separated from her by a sea of grain corn. What?
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute, that's a stereotype against Kansas, man. It's not-
Yeah.
The whole state's not
Well,
corn.
It's a stereotype of the states between Chicago and Kansas,
Okay,
really.
so he had wrote grain and crossed that out even more, and then wrote corn because I don't think he was sure.
Yeah.
Did he
Like-
cross that out and then write maize and then cross that out
No.
too?
Millet,
Maize.
rice.
Separated by stuff. That
Plants.
was stuff.
Lots of plants, on purpose plants. I'll soon be separated her from
A sea of
grain-
soybeans, right? That's not sexy, though.
No, corn's real sexy.
Yeah, it's hot.
Sexy ass corn. Yeah. Yeah. If your dong's real bumpy, like.
Bony
Go to
dong,
a doctor,
right?
Aaron.
Did you have to husk it?
That's my nickname in high school.
Shuck it. It's called
I
shuck
should
it.
hope not. All right, so
It's not done yet. There's more.
he's inundating you with words.
Okay, it's too gay, don't read. Just when I needed her most, life is wicked to see fit to take from me what I have only just begun to appreciate.
But wait, does corn
This
really have a
19-year-old pussy.
He's not talking about the corn anymore. He's
does
back to
corn
talking about her.
does corn really have a sexual orientation? That doesn't sound too gay.
I don't know. This guy threw around the word gay a lot. Like I said, he was big onto 4chan.
And somehow
All right,
that's not
all right.
more problematic
I
than
know.
other things in the story.
Yeah. In the letter, he wrote that he thought he might be autistic.
That's not what autism is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I was like,
That's him selling
you should
himself
go-
to you.
You should go ask somebody about that, I guess. There's somebody whose job that is, and it's not me.
Oh yeah. I'm
And
sure
then-
there's no dude that's like stopped talking about Rick and Morty and said, I may be autistic.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh God, I bet he fucking loves that show.
I love that
Oh,
show
I bet
too.
he does. It's
But I love
good,
it
but
at
like,
home,
ugh.
not when I'm at a bar and somebody's like, have you seen Rick and Morty?
Oh God, women aren't smart.
Don't
enough
worry
for that
about it,
show.
Sharon.
That's all I know.
Go on. I forgot some of the people in the audiences are over 45.
It's a cartoon that a lot of grown men like to talk to you about at bars.
Have
Don't
your
worry about
grandchildren
it.
tell you about it.
It's not worth explaining. Oh, man. That's the whole poem. But, oh, man, more about this guy.
Yeah.
So
fuck.
wait.
He ended it with two gay don't read.
Yes! Yes! And then there was a letter. It was like, I think
He
I might be
didn't write a
autistic
new
and I
ending?
love you and I think we should be married. And also he printed out a bunch of memes, like screenshots
Amazing.
from Parks and Recreation, April and Andy. And he's like, this reminded me of us. And
Because
I was like, it
he's
was
really
just
like older than her. That's the only
the
similarity.
older than her. Also, he was really dumb, and like she was really mean.
Okay.
Like, that was a thing about our relationship. I was mean to him.
Oh, so you were the mean one, and he was the one that was in Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Well, man, I was like, I was just failing out of art school. I just wanted someone to give me some weed, and some acid to smoke.
Did you?
Smoke some
You
acid.
should not smoke acid. That sounds like somebody that's never done drugs.
Dude, he had a volcano, and now I have a volcano.
So wait, did
So-
you see him again after this at all?
No.
Thank God.
No,
Yeah, it's
he
probably for
blocked
the
me on
best.
Facebook for no reason after that.
I'm sure there was a reason.
Because I didn't write back.
No, it was because he did the most embarrassing thing he's ever done in his life, hopefully.
Maybe
and you
not.
were the one that knew about it.
And now you do. His name is Sean. He lives in Chicago. That could be anybody.
There
It's
could be a lot of
fine.
people.
That's
It could be
half of
him.
Chicago.
That's Chicago Sean.
Thanks,
well,
buddy.
yeah.
Fuck Chicago Sean.
This is a great writer. Oh, man.
If he sent you a message like via Facebook, like a Facebook Messenger, you just message back, "Too gay, didn't read,"
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
and he would have got it. He would have understood. It's like, all right, I get it. I've made a mistake.
God. Oh.
Kasey Griffin, everybody.
Thank you.
Let that be a lesson. Never learn how to read or write, right?
Not worth it.
It's dumb. It's stupid.
Makes you sad.
Don't read your mail. So, guys, you ready for your next storyteller? Let's get over Amber Lehman. I think I pronounced your last name right.
You can pronounce it any of the acceptable ways to pronounce it.
Okay, that's the only one
I
I
don't
know
care
of.
if you pronounce it the bank way. My dad insists that we pronounce it as in layman, like a stupid person. So I'm not into that one. I prefer the bank way of saying it.
What's the bank way?
The Lehman Brothers.
Oh, okay, got it.
Those are identical to my ears.
They caused the housing crisis, if that's something. Yeah, that's why none of you know about it, because you're all millennials and you couldn't
Right.
afford a house before then anyway. So.
Yeah, sure, I am too.
Oh, we were
Yeah, I
affected
am.
by the housing
I'm
crisis.
totally millennial. Also, I have health insurance, so I am old. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're old as fuck. I have had a very short dating history. I'm 27 years old. I didn't start dating until I was 22 because I was a very ugly child. I was ugly up until that point in time. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the world was like, okay, fine, we'll take you or whatever. But that's when boys started finally accepting me. And first of all, I want to say not boys. I would just say creepy old men.
Yeah.
That's not the age when...
Always the first one in the water, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's
the
like
age.
it's like the ugly duckling. If like instead of finding out you're a swan, you find out that creepy old men are into you.
Yeah, creepy old men want to take pictures of your feet or something.
Oh, man.
Um,
It's like gentrification. Always the first one in that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to gentrify your feet.
It's like, oh, no, the property taxes are too low. No.
So, I had started dating because I wasn't very good at it because you can't be good at it if you've never done it.
Nobody's good.
Nobody's
Yeah, nobody's
good at it.
But I was especially like, I don't know what you do with this or any of that. So I started dating a little bit, like tried on OkCupid, and I was like really scared because I thought everyone was going to be mean to me because I was heavier than I am now. But no, everyone was super nice. There are lots of guys, like I said, want to take pictures of my feet.
Yeah,
take them
those are
all,
the
buy me
guys who
stuff.
you should be worried about.
I wasn't like, I didn't date them, but it made me feel good about myself.
Okay.
I was like,
I can see
oh,
that.
Thanks. I'm going to date a normal person, but thank you. Know that I appreciate it. I hear you. Your words are heard. your opinion is valid. I will not date you.
Did you have pictures of your feet on your profile?
No, I didn't.
Because if so, I would be like, I know why
you
this is
deserve
happening.
this.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks for clarifying that.
But that's good to know that they looked at your face and thought she probably has good feet.
Yeah, that's.
Could you imagine your face being?
Yeah.
Your
What's
face
your
is
feet
so
look like,
attractive
though?
that people are like, yeah, she probably has good
Yeah.
feet. It's like, what?
It's good all the way down.
But all the dates I had on OkCupid were like just fine. Nothing that I would like.
That's why it's okay, Cupid.
Yeah, it's just mediocre Cupid.
They would have called it Great Cupid if you should expect more than that.
Yeah.
Super Cupid.
All right.
The original title was
Mediocre.
"Okay, Cupid, Jesus Christ." I get it.
Like the only date of note that I had on OkCupid was this guy. His name is John. I'm saying it because it's like the most generic name you can have, and it's not like I don't know where he lives. And he wouldn't stop holding my hand. And we went to go see a movie, and he like the moment the movie started, like before, like during the part, you know, the advertisements beforehand, we had just met, and he was like, "Well, time to hold hands," and I was like, "Not time to hold
Wait,
hands."
did he say that out loud?
No, he
It's
didn't
time
say
to
that.
hold hands.
No, he just decided to hold hands like when the weird Sprite commercial made by film students was on, and so he was like holding my hand. I was like, "This is
You
weird."
worried you would run away the moment it got dark?
Yeah, I'm very scared of the dark. Just like all women are, they're like, you know, the opposite of voles. I don't know.
So wait, the advertisement for the movie probably said you're paying for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Yeah, something like that.
And he took that literally. So he's like, we better hold hands or we might die.
Yeah,
You know?
we're gonna die.
I get it.
The movie we saw was This Is the End, which is a fine movie. It's
Not a
always
holding,
good.
not a holding hand movie.
Not a holding
really.
hand movie. There is a long rape scene in that movie.
All right.
And he insisted holding my
yeah.
hand through the entire thing. I even tried to give him an out. Like, I tried to pull my hand away because I was like, oh, this looks like it's going somewhere that I don't want to hold hands through. And he was like, no, you're holding hands.
You're like implying, hey, if this works out, I will associate this scene with you holding my hand.
Forever.
And he's like, good.
Remember that time I protected you from that rape scene from a movie? There's also a scene where the devil's holding his dick. Was he holding your
He
hand
was
during
holding
that?
my hand the entire movie.
Aw,
He did
man.
Literally from start to end. And I think I made an excuse, like, well, not I didn't make an excuse. You don't have to talk. I just kind of like, really like I said to him, I whispered, I have to go to the bathroom, and then like pulled my hand away as fast as I could because I wasn't.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure he's gonna let me go. So I walked in the together, and he's.
Buddy system. No.
Yeah.
Family bathroom, we can share.
I went to the bathroom, and I did come back, and he resumed holding my hand after that, and I was like, ugh. So that was fun. And he walked me to my car, and he accidentally pushed me over because he wouldn't stop holding my hand because I had my purse on this side, and I couldn't, like, I couldn't get that close to him. Or no, he wasn't trying to hold my hand. He was trying to do the, like, hold me around the neck very threateningly, but like, he's trying to, like, put his arm around me. And my purse was in the way, and I was wearing heels, and it knocked me off balance, and I fell down, and he was like...
So he tackled you.
Yeah, he essentially just wrestled me to the ground, but very nicely.
Look at that. Can't walk 5 feet without me holding your hand. Huh? How about that?
Yeah, you gotta get up.
She's going to run into traffic.
Like you wouldn't have
I
thought
wish.
that I held your hand.
And that was the last date I had with him. Very nice, but I don't know, actually. I don't know anything about him except his hands were very warm. That was literally the only thing I knew about him. Then the next, and then I stopped dating guys on OkCupid because I met them in person somehow. I have no idea how I did it. And there was this guy, his name was Taylor. And he
Red
seemed-
flag.
Yeah, this weird gender-neutral name. And so he was a very nice guy, but he was like one of those, our very first date, I'm kind of shy, but I will talk if we are both talking. The problem is he was like super shy. So it was just us sitting in silence over frozen yogurt. Yeah, there was no hand holding and us just staring at each other
It's just a
over
staring
frozen
contest.
yogurt. Yeah. Eventually, like, I got something out of him, like, that we liked a little bit of the same things. He liked stand-up comedy. I like stand-up comedy. And
I like
so-
not being killed. You
yeah,
like not killing.
Yeah. Like, oh, great. I managed to, like, get a little bit out of him, like, when we left the yogurt place and, like, walked around the park. So, like, the
Wait a
day
minute, you
was
walked
over.
around a park on a first date from OK Cupid?
No, this wasn't an OkCupid date.
Oh,
It was
this
a real
wasn't.
person date.
Okay,
Yeah.
But you still walked around a park on a first date?
Yeah, but
That's
it was
very-
like
it's very
3
brave
in the
of you.
afternoon. Yeah, with Taylor.
They're not walking through the park late at night.
It doesn't matter. Any time of day with somebody I just met, if a park is involved,
There's
it's never going to
children
happen.
around. Like, if he's gonna kill me, he's gonna have to kill me in front of these children.
And he's gonna kill the children, and that's work.
Yeah, he's gonna have to kill like 12 kids too. So.
He's gotta kill everybody in that park.
Yeah. But like, I didn't think I was gonna like. I wasn't gonna ask him out on a date again, but he asked me out, and I was like, "Hey, that's free food," so I decided to do it anyway. And we like dated for like a month, and so I was like, "Okay, I guess like."
Did he continue to be quiet the whole time?
He started opening up. He wasn't just like serial killer quiet the entire time.
Okay.
And I was like,
I know.
he was a nice enough guy.
Kind of
and,
stereotyping serial killers, but okay.
Like,
You know,
yeah.
whatever.
But he had.
There's extroverted serial killers.
He had some really nice Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. You know? Like,
Oh, wow.
His Jeffrey Dahmer glass game was on point.
That was one of Jeffrey Dahmer's best traits.
Yeah,
Wow.
like the thing I remember the most.
He was
his
muscular and he had good glasses.
glasses.
It
Yeah.
ends there.
And so, but eventually we had sex because we've been dating for a while.
I thought you were gonna say you went on 2 dates, so eventually we had sex.
No, we went on more than 2 days. We
It's
dated
in the
for like
manual.
a month.
Okay.
And so, and then he cried immediately. And I was like,
Aw.
During or after?
right after, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I didn't want to like run away immediately because I was like, "Oh, you were crying." So I stayed and talked to him for a little bit, and then eventually he started playing he has an accordion, and he started playing
fuck
the
this
accordion.
dude. What? An accordion?
An accordion, and he's naked, and I was like, "Why is any of this
So
happening?"
wait, he put on an accordion, but he didn't put on pants
No.
first?
And I was like,
Why aren't you Snapchatting this?
And so this is before Snapchat got real
Invent
famous.
Snapchat.
Yeah, to
I
do
don't know
this.
why, but that sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Like
And-
something's gonna get squeezed.
It is.
Yeah, it's gonna get caught in the little accordion bag thing.
Oh man.
Unless he was playing it with his dick, then I'd be like, that's
That's
a keeper.
cool.
That's really
That's
impressive.
cool as fuck.
A dick has fingers apparently.
Did he play any Weird Al Yankovic by
no,
any chance?
it was like classic accordion music.
What is classic accordion?
I don't
even.
like a polka kind of thing. Like,
Okay, all right. That's
Actually, that's kind of cool. I was not on board till you said it was polka
I know.
music, and now I'm like, okay, he's trying to open up to you.
not
Yeah.
right.
He's trying to show who he is.
Because I was thinking classic accordion. I'm thinking Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? Sexual healing.
Like a real sexy accordion.
Right.
Polka is sexy accordion, I guess.
Yeah.
I am the only one
To
that
somebody.
say that.
Well, someone else was really excited about it too. Yeah.
Right there.
And so that happened.
What were you more impressed with, the crying or the accordion?
I know.
Which was more cool?
Because it's like after
the accordion is more dexterous because I
Yeah.
can cry. Like
Yeah.
anybody can
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
Teach us how to do that.
Maybe he cried to make the accordion not look so bad.
Yeah. But he's like,
You know?
I need to show her this accordion thing because this is gonna make her want to stay.
A life full of crying leads to learning how to play the accordion.
I think really the biggest red flag is you said he was crying, and you said, are you okay? He said, I'm fine, and it's like, oh, this happens all the time
Yeah.
to you, apparently.
Regular. It happens on
If
the
he
reg.
had said, sorry, it's been a rough day, you'd be like, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Why are you thinking about that right now? But at least it's not normal for you.
But so.
This dude had an accordion, man.
and
I
like,
don't
we-
know. Like ready to go after sex. That's
We-
bold. That really
Yeah.
is.
Oh, if he had stood up right after sex and played the accordion, that would have been like, okay, weird choice, but bold choice.
Yeah. It would have been something I respected.
All right, so how did you
Did
escape
I fuck
from?
someone in Twin Peaks right now?
I'm holding a log. I'm like, what's going on? But like so that date ended. I just went home. I was like, this is weird, because this was in the middle of the day. Like for some reason, we're having all of our dates like in the middle of the day.
I don't know why that's weirder to me than him playing accordion after sex at night.
Yeah.
Him doing a date, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm no
This
benefit
guy,
of the doubt
I
anymore.
love how much you flip-flop on this guy.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm pro this guy, anti this guy,
Yeah.
pro this guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be judgmental. I want to
Yeah.
give people a chance, but he's a creep.
Yeah, and a couple weeks later, we had been dating for a little while, and then he didn't want to have sex again. Not like I was trying to have sex, but like I remember he told me like, "Oh, hey, can we not have sex for a while?"
What?
And I was like, "Okay."
Maybe his accordion was in the shop getting a tune-up.
Yeah,
I
and he
know.
was like, "You're not gonna want to have sex with me," and I was like, "I already don't." And so, but then we had a date, and we went to a different park. There was lots of parks involved.
I know, and it's kind of presumptuous too. It's like, can we not have sex for a while? Like you were like chomping at the bit constantly to have sex to be all over this
I wasn't. I was
man's
like,
accordion and cock.
I was like, you're a nice enough person, and I'd never dated before, so I don't know that, and none of this is acceptable.
I need sex all the time.
Yeah.
So wait, how long had you been together when he said, let's not have sex for a while?
Well, this was like maybe 2 dates after the date, so about like a month and a half.
Three
A month and a
years.
half.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And
Okay.
so, and then we had another date in the park. And this is like maybe about 2 months. Another date in the park. And this park is called the train park because there's a train in it.
Oh man, your mind can just go everywhere.
And
With train park.
middle of the day. Date
For our younger viewers, look it up.
in the train park. And he was like, "Well, I have something to tell you," and I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe this is gonna explain the crying or the accordion or something."
There's never going to be an explanation
Yeah.
for that.
And he said like, I used to be in this. Well, he tried to frame it first like I used to be in this relationship with this girl, and then he did that thing where not that thing. He started crying again, and I was like, "Okay," and he was like, "Okay."
And then he pulls out his accordion while he's crying, and you're like, am I going to get an explanation?
And then he stops crying and he says, "Okay, what I want to tell you is, I have a girlfriend."
Whoa!
I
Oh
was
man,
like,
this dude is savage.
What the fuck?
She's my accordion instructor.
How do you?
This dude has a side piece and plays the accordion.
That's
what
what
the
I thought. I
fuck?
was like, what the
That goes
fuck? How
against
do you
the-
have a
His
regular
friends told-
girlfriend?
When he started playing accordion, his friends told him he could not do this.
Yeah.
That goes against the
And
natural
he-
order.
Never
He-
fuck two girls at the same time.
Oh, no. And he went above and beyond expectations.
Yeah.
I'll show this.
I won't have sex with two of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Hold my accordion.
And so
And
he's
one of them's going to play the theremin, and the other one's going to play, what's another weird instrument? Triangle, sure.
You were fucking Ed Wood this entire time.
So he told me that he had a girlfriend, and then I was like, "Oh, okay." And when I said okay, I didn't mean like, "Oh, I'm all right with that." It just was like one of those things where I was like, "I guess I have to process this." And he was like, "Do you want to still keep dating?"
This dude, listen. Let's all agree that this is one of the greatest people to ever live. Can we? He is.
He didn't even say, I have a girlfriend, it's an open relationship. He was like, I have a girlfriend, no more information.
Yeah.
You still interested?
You still interested in
All you
this?
know about me is that I cry, and I played the accordion for you naked one time, and it did nothing for you.
This
Yeah.
dude is asking this, knowing that he has an accordion sitting right there as his fucking. I have a PlayStation 4, and I don't even like telling that to women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a PlayStation 4,
That can play Blu-rays. The
right? They
accordion
can play
cannot do
Blu-rays,
that.
right? And I'm like, I don't want to tell a, right? I don't want
Yeah.
to tell a grown woman I have this because she might not want to have sex with me no more.
The
This
accordion-
guy has a fucking accordion.
Accordion only has two settings, wearing his clothes and not wearing his clothes.
Sexcordion. That's literally.
Oh my god.
Hey.
But yeah, I said no, and then I just left. And I was just like, well, I guess this
Then
is
he wrote you the poem.
over with. And I guess to end the story nicely, he took me to see a comedy. This is not actually a joke or anything funny. He took me to see a comedy show while we were dating. One of the guys who was on the comedy show is telling jokes. He's a funny guy. And I thought, this guy's really cute. Too bad I'm dating this weird crying accordion guy. This guy's really
And then
cute.
the guy
really
on stage
funny.
whips out an accordion, and you're
I
like,
was like,
no!
oh, fuck. But yeah, I was like, oh, this guy's really cute. Too bad I'm dating this guy. Too bad I'm dating Taylor over here.
Who has an accordion?
And I didn't meet him or anything. I didn't know him at all. But yeah, a couple months later, we started dating because I was doing comedy in town. So that guy is my current boyfriend.
Wow.
So
Hey.
yeah.
See for Amber Lehman, everybody.
Right on. And I assume he plays the saxophone, right?
She is someone who has not yet gotten in trouble for calling someone their current relationship. Because that's the dumbest fight. It's like, what do you mean current? Like, this is going to end? And you're like, oh, no. Guess that doesn't happen to most people. Hey, you guys ready for your next storyteller? Let's give it for Spencer Perkins.
Hey!
How's it going, guys?
It's going. What's
great.
up?
Yeah. I feel like tonight's about to take a turn.
Good.
Yeah, because I'm, like, instead of, like me being the cool person in the story, I'm the accordion guy.
Yes.
Sometimes
Like,
you
oh,
never
man.
know. Sometimes you never know.
How great would it be if you were in the back of the room going, oh, no, it's her. I was going to tell this story, and I thought it was sad.
Well, it's like I'm not even half that cool, though.
Oh, man.
Like, because I know I'm supposed to talk about my sex life, but I want to talk about Amber's a little more. Like,
Go ahead.
Like, I had a theory. The reason he cries is because of, like so he can fuck multiple women at the same time. He's like, I'm going to cry it out in front of her, and then I'm going to do it anyways.
It's a trap.
I don't understand that line of reasoning, but
I don't know.
That's as good as any explanation.
Yeah.
Anyways. It's a crazy Ivan of fucking. You turn into the cry, right?
Yeah.
And then you pull out an accordion.
Just go rent The Hunt for Red October,
It's
all
shock
right?
and awe.
That'll explain everything.
They're shocked that you're crying, and they're awed.
He got
that
it.
you're now
Thank you,
playing
sir.
an accordion
Thank you
out
for
of
getting
nowhere.
that. All right, so go ahead. You play the accordion.
Play the accordion. No, I didn't know people played that other than like on like early '90s Nickelodeon shows. 'Cause that was like a big gag in the '90s, like like '90s rubber chickens and shit. That's why I didn't start comedy until like 3 years ago.
Because you thought there'd be accordions there?
The face finally died out.
Yeah.
The accordion
I was
face
just
will
like,
never
I was just
die
running
out.
around with a rubber chicken constantly. Comedy. Yeah, I don't know. So get to me, my sadness. These are little mini stories about me trying to get laid and then finally, after high school, getting laid, kind of.
Wait, most of these stories are you in high school?
Yeah.
That's everybody's mini story.
But I had higher expectations for myself.
Yeah, you should never do that.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like I was I was one of those kids at the Korn concert across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine and all, but like I was really fat and gross.
Yeah.
But I had the sympathy factor because my brother died when I was younger.
Wait, full.
Around the girls you thought were pretty and said, my brother's dead.
No, just word got around.
Full disclosure. Wait, full disclosure. Did you kill your little brother to get laid?
No,
I just want to know
no.
here. Just put it laid out.
No.
This isn't a court of law.
Hey,
none of this.
no.
None of this can be used in court.
He was a really good Christian, and he just wanted to go to heaven so bad he shot himself.
All right.
Whoa, this show is not going to recover from that fact.
That still doesn't answer my question. But go ahead.
So wait, your brother
No,
died.
he was a
and
baby, and he died from leukemia.
Okay,
Your brother died, and you wiped your tears and thought, well, at least I'll be drowning in pussy now.
Yeah. That's what I thought when I was 11.
Well, he was right. This did take a turn.
No, but I just had a weird group of friends, that I made stay around me for emotional support. One of them,
What?
didn't everybody do that?
No.
Didn't everybody
Exactly.
have friends like making cries for help to other
No.
friends? Like he won't let me leave. Like
No, it's not. It's like, why is that kid so weird? I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
walk out of their house.
Now we're finding out why I just now have friends, guys.
Right.
You kept sending them poems, and they kept feeling bad and coming
Yeah.
back.
Poems. Oh, we're still
That's
on
not a
that.
good callback. Sorry, guys.
It's fine.
tried.
No, it's okay.
All right, so you're trying to get laid in high school.
So I just wanted someone to touch me, okay? Like
Okay.
not even it didn't even have to be that much.
Okay. Okay.
You
But-
were
so-
a hair trigger.
Yeah.
Ready to go off.
and so I joined like acting class, and I was like, yeah, I've seen the movies. Like, there's always some ugly dude being like not being forced, but like a girl being forced to kiss him. You know, like, cause like like King of Queens, that was a setup from the start. Like, there's no way that kind of hot Italian chick wanted to kiss Kevin James' fat face, like, at all, and it was true afterwards. Like, you found
What?
out.
That's a deep cut.
I'm sorry.
Turns out she was a Scientologist at the time trying to lure a rich guy.
Yeah. Yeah. But, so my head, like, I'm a fat kid. I'm never going to fucking touch anything hot.
I live in Queens. I should be fucking, right?
Yes. I was a little kid in Queens, Missouri. Like, I joined acting class, and I was like, sweet. And I got set up in a little role-playing thing with a girl that I had a crush on. I was like, fuck yeah. And then I found out the role was I was a paraplegic.
We're doing the ice storm. Great.
Yeah.
It's also a deep cut. I'm sorry. Go.
This guy over here is right.
I know.
in tune
This
with all
this
your
couple right
references.
here is fucking on my team.
They've seen everything that Kenny has seen.
Next, I'll be talking about My Dinner with Andre. So anyway, go ahead. This is the best show ever.
It's like the time I made that gung ho reference, and that guy came up and he was like, "That was my favorite movie as a kid," and I was like, "Okay."
This show is just one long Reddit post.
I feel like
They're great. Give them that fucking money back. They see the show for free. You get season passes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So.
I feel like I got invited to someone else's Thanksgiving. It's like, shut the fuck up and let me get something in. No, you guys are great. I love this. Yeah, that's what you say at the dinner party, too.
Oh, man. That is the most Don Rickles thing I've ever heard. So go ahead. All right. So you're in this acting role. You about to get your dick on. I don't know.
I'm
That's how
about
kids
to have
talk.
my big role and kiss the girl in front of the class, and then I get to find out that I'm playing a suicidal paraplegic, and she is my nurse, trying to talk me out of it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Version of the Lieutenant Dan film.
Like,
So
dude,
knowing nothing about the roles, you assumed every role involved kissing?
well, of course. Because like,
You are quite the optimist.
dude, I was like, when I was 12 years old, I held hands with a beautiful little Cuban girl in Nevada, Missouri.
That sounds
okay?
like the beginning of a poem.
And it was, and then to represent our love, I had a couple of gross gummy bears stuck in my pocket from our date night, and I was like, this is the representation of our love, and I cried all the way home.
Oh, no.
Man.
And I never saw her again, and my dad was like,
Good for her.
That before or after you came?
what? Did you say I came? The first time I came was fuzzy porn on accident.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
That's literally everybody's story.
Yeah. I
Okay, so what
became
happened
a
in
man when my mom left the wrong channel on.
So wait, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
So
All right.
what happened in the acting thing?
Oh, okay. So nothing. Nothing. No one ever touched my wiener.
As they shouldn't
I
have.
did get a hot role as Jack Nicholson, and a hot role.
In 5 Easy Pieces, the
No,
the high school play. I know. That's a great movie.
I like this guy. You've seen so many shit. All right. So, yeah, it didn't happen for me. And then I started dating because I thought that I liked like skater emo chicks because I'm like, I'm dark. I like dark. Let's do it. Didn't at all. Nose rings, super smelly. Yeah. Still think about that chick's face today, like that nose.
Wait, there's a
so
smell
bad.
to nose rings?
Dude, it gets yeah. If you don't clean it like every day, it's
Imagine how bad it is to her, though.
Yeah.
it wasn't
Right up
that
her
bad.
nose.
She's like, I'm a vegan. I eat chocolate all day. And I'm like, yeah, that's why you look like that. Like,
Oh, no.
What?
You're turning
What?
into the,
She
you're
was
turning into the
gothic.
villain.
Big cool Spencer making fun of a 14-year-old girl.
I was 14 too.
Doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, but you know who
Doesn't make it okay.
She's the president
She's
of the United
married.
States.
Right.
She's married to some guy that hates me.
Wait.
No,
Does he know you exist?
no,
Yeah.
no. I actually did talk down to him one time in my. I don't want to talk about my drug addiction and shit. Like I'm 1 year, like I'm almost a year sober, guys.
Now
Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
So
And
a lot
now
of these
your
memories
past
are just
stories
like,
are making
oh.
more sense.
I know.
Yeah. Like that's what like.
Getting off gummy bear addiction is very hard. I understand. I understand.
I'm also fat too. No, so I started dating this girl named India, and I was like, oh, she's exotic.
She's from Cuba.
Yeah.
Uh,
India West. She was a great chick.
But she? No, I'm not gonna
This
ask.
is a fake
Never mind.
name. Yeah.
I
Now,
was gonna ask about classic Chinese literature, and I'm like, no one's gonna get this reference.
Listen, man, they already talk shit in my movies. Then I gonna fucking get classic Chinese literature. Tales from the Water Margin. Anyway, go
No,
ahead.
it's one of the other four.
so we're in the back of Jay Hoff Titler's car, also known as Jared Tittle, also known as Titty. Because that's just exactly what he is. He's just a tit. You know?
He's just
an
one big
idiot.
tit.
He's just an idiot. Like
Oh.
this kid would jump on your back and ride you to the lunch line, like when you're in
Interesting
fourth
that you
grade.
think tits are dumb, because I look at anytime I see good tits, I'm like, those are probably smart.
No,
Yeah.
it's like
They have a degree.
I don't know. Like
you
when
what
you're
I'm
in
saying?
fourth grade and you call someone a tit, it's like I don't know. It's like, it just seemed right.
Okay.
Now that I'm 30, doesn't seem so funny. Okay. Now we're all here.
All right.
All right, and so we're in the back of Jared Tittle's car, and she's just feeling the Marvin Gaye, because you know that's how you got 17-year-olds back in my day.
Right.
Uh,
back in the early 1960s. I
Yes.
got it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were feeling it, you know, and we have Boone's Farm and some shitty Mexican weed.
Okay.
And it was super, super romantic. And then yeah, it was awful because she, like, I thought I was going to get it, and then she was just like, I'm going to go down on you. I'm like, I've never had that happen either, you know? So I was like, blah. And then she cut my penis, and that was it.
Oh, man. So how did you get it back on?
What, she have a sharp tooth?
No, she just didn't open her mouth.
Then I
she
don't
was
think.
like, ah!
How did
So she headbutted your penis.
No.
Like she's never done it. Like it was just both our first time. It was terrible.
But even if you've never done it, you would assume that you have to open your mouth at some point, right?
like
'Cause then it's just a kiss.
So you just speared her face.
yeah, like it was bad. And I'm not.
Sounds like neither of you knew what you were doing.
I know, and that's why you can't say anything, because neither of you know what you're doing.
I've only seen fuzzy porn on HBO.
Exactly.
So you were like,
I'd
it's
be like,
always, it's
"Grr."
always
That's
this
how it is.
terrible.
Like, it was all censored.
Who are you to talk?
Never had it before. Were you like, hell yeah, I'm getting fucking head?
Yeah. Like at one point, I was kind of fine with it.
Right.
You know.
Right. It's like if you don't have a driver's license, you can't complain to the bus driver.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You're like, maybe it's an acquired taste.
How did you
Maybe it's
know
like
I didn't have
beer.
a bus? No. I was like, how did you know I didn't have a driver's license? I was 17.
You're like, I'll grow to like this. It's like beer. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, this isn't fun at all.
Oh no, it's
It's
terrible.
like playing the harmonica.
Yours goes away after
All right, so what happened after that?
So, and you know how, like, I explained how afraid of loneliness I am. I had to call her and break up. Like, that's how, I was not okay with her cutting my wiener. Like, and I didn't tell her about it. Like, I didn't want her to go home feeling bad about her. So I was like, no, it's me. Like, I did the classic thing, because I had grown up watching fucking rom-coms with my mom, you know? Like, I would come home every day and watch fucking Friends.
There is nothing wrong with it. I broke up with a woman because she was talking during The Dark Knight, right? And I had every right to, because it was a good movie.
You're
It was a great.
monster.
It was a great fucking movie. And
She's a monster.
I couldn't hear half of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
People make that speech that Aaron Eckhart made as Two-Face. I didn't hear it, right? I'm not fucking you no more.
I was
That's what I
too busy
said.
making fun of Christian Bale.
Okay, that was bad. That was
Just
bad.
suspend your disbelief for like 2 hours and it's a good movie.
No, I didn't get laid during Dark Knight either. So like, keep on bringing up
Oh, I
bad
did.
memories.
Totally. But still.
Yeah. No, dude, I was telling my story of losing my virginity to my current girlfriend. No. And
You can just say girlfriend.
yeah, I know. And she was like, it sounds like you were the girl in all these relationships. Because, like, I dated a girl in 9th grade that was a senior because she had a fucking Mustang, man. And it was cool as shit. And I beat her boyfriend in wrestling. What?
Why did she date you?
Because she was ugly.
I don't understand. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time
You
out.
keep going from like victim to
I know.
oppressor.
I know.
You
Real
started
quick.
this story out like you were the person who never got laid in high school.
You guys
Yet
don't-
you dated a woman in the 9th grade who had a Mustang.
Did I not warn them that I'm the accordion guy?
Uh,
Like, I'm the bad guy.
I thought
in
that was
all
going to be a
this.
later story. I thought you were going to ease it.
Like-
This whole time.
No.
You were fucking loving this.
Oh, yeah. It was
All these
super.
And let me tell you about the banks.
They loved me.
All right, so go ahead. So, I mean, what happened is this a story? What happened with that?
Is this a story?
I don't know which timeline we're in right now.
I know.
I was.
It's like
I told you this was going to be kind of weird.
okay. It's like
but-
Pulp Fiction in real time.
I was just bouncing around. See, like, to go a little full circle, like, and how sad my life was at one point. I dated a girl for 2 years in high school, slept over her house, and only got a little boob. And slept over her house all the time with the consent of
It's
both
not
of
her
our
fault if
parents.
her boobs aren't big.
Also,
no, they were huge.
that's not full circle.
I'm just joking on
No,
the
no, no.
board.
And
Unless
then,
you owned a Mustang and she done you.
No. Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay, great.
5 years later,
Okay.
super drunk. Yes, I wish.
You keep
No,
turning yourself
because
into the villain unnecessarily.
5 years later, lonely drunk Spencer
Two-Face.
has sex with her.
All right, wait.
No. But then goes on to stay around and adopt her fucking kid that she had with another dude 2 years prior and got her name tattooed on my fucking stomach.
No.
That's what drugs do.
Wait.
That's what drugs do.
So you dated this girl, didn't have sex with her. 5 years later, you had sex with her, adopted her daughter, got
You
her
le-
name or her daughter's name?
Her daughter's name for her, it was her present because she learned how to spell her name.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You wait.
And you want to know what? I came up with that when I was sober in AA.
Wait.
Fuck all
Wait
that.
a minute.
shit.
Wait.
You were not planning on telling us you had a drug addiction previously.
I know.
And you expected these stories to make sense.
I know. You got her daughter's name tattooed on your stomach for her birthday, right?
Yeah.
And you just couldn't have got her like a speaking spell. You know what I'm saying? That's less.
You don't need to clap like as this has been here for like fucking 10 years, guys.
You have to get a divorce from your own daughter.
Or did she just get taken away? Don't say yes.
Oh,
This will
dude,
be well
I am
said.
not.
You legally adopted her. It was legal. You went to the courthouse. I don't know how to adopt
It was
people.
a common law adoption. No, of course legal. What other adoption is there?
I don't know. Some people just say I adopted her, but they
fucking-
were.
Dad for 10 years.
I was. Ah, man. I feel like I'm on a. Is this the Maury show? Like, so, what did you do?
You're like the high school.
Fuck.
You had a child.
You're like the high school Woody Allen.
Like when.
I like how this is like a stained glass window where each fragment of the story like adds up to mean your personality.
One day sister's going to be hanging in a church.
I know, right? In the middle is like the Ark of the Covenant for some reason.
Jesus fucking.
Don't say that in church though.
Oh, man. Well,
All right.
where are we?
So
You're driving this ship right
I
now.
know.
So.
I know.
So, yeah, I get out and like I'm 19 and I'm fucking have nothing going on. I don't even know where I'm working at this point. I think I was staying inside my car because my mom wouldn't let me in the house.
Once again,
I'm sorry,
you at the beginning said I didn't want to tell you about my drug addiction.
I'm
and
laughing
then you were
with
going to
you.
drop
This
that
wasn't
line.
drugs. This was just me being unbearable as a person. Like, I didn't even smoke pot until I was like 18. Like,
You're 19 though.
yeah. I'm 19 right now.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
We
So,
told you not to say that. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm-
Go ahead.
I'm
Say as much as you
19,
want.
and India comes back into the picture, and she's lonely, and it's her senior year, and she's like, I'm going to meet up with my ex-boyfriend and try to get him to fuck me. I don't know any of this because I'm dense as fuck. I'm like,
Which
cool.
one is India? Is she the one that cut your dick with her
Yeah, she's the
face?
one that cut my
With her
She's the
cheekbones
penis
or whatever
cutter.
the fuck?
Huh?
Does she have braces?
No, she's bad at doing that.
How?
Does she just have a knife in her mouth?
I thought we got through this, Aaron.
She's bad at doing
I'm
that, but
still confused because you said she didn't open her mouth. She cut your dick. Cheekbones? Real, like,
Guys.
cornered or something?
Guys,
she kept a razor blade in her mouth like
Some of
Tupac and above the rim.
you've all...
Hey, some people got that, Kitty. Good job, buddy.
I suggest you all get Netflix, all right, and then listen to this podcast again.
She was holding a knife in her mouth like a marine swimming through the water.
All right. Everybody's touched a penis in here, whether it be your own or someone else's. It was this. Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. It wasn't fun.
Well, it is gross.
It's over. Yeah.
What did India do when you were both adults?
So India was like, hey, she was booty calling me. I didn't know that. Like, I had a cell phone just like for like 3 weeks. I just got a car, everything. I didn't know what the internet was.
Did you win the lottery? What happened?
No, like I grew up like a fucking idiot. That's
You're
what
the
I
same
did.
age as me, and when you were 19, you didn't know what the internet was?
I didn't. I'd never been on it. I'd never touched the shit. Like, I'm being dead serious.
Hey guys,
I
have
watched
you,
the-
have you ever heard of Encarta? It's great.
Where did you go to school? Bhutan?
I went to fucking Truman High School in Independence, Missouri, and it was a shithole. But it was like if you're depressed like through high school and you're on drugs, you don't give a shit.
That's true.
About like anything. Yeah, because the internet wasn't accessible. Like you had AIM and you had cool kids on AIM like LOL, I'm gonna fuck you later, like stuff like that.
It wasn't.
Like,
It wasn't that.
see, I didn't know.
I don't think that was
Because I
it at
wasn't
all.
on it, guys.
It wasn't that. It
I'm
wasn't
like,
that at all.
cool.
It wasn't that at all.
Yeah, like I'm just getting ridiculed constantly. So.
Uh,
All right, so where are we at now? How? I mean,
So,
what's going on now?
India
You're
has
taking a trip to India.
India is we're meeting up, and she's like, we're gonna go to a party, and I'm like, cool, and she's like, we're gonna go to a party where this girl's a lesbian, and she's 25 and drinking age.
And she's the only one in the area, so let's go.
Yep, and this
The
is
fact that
Independence,
her
Missouri.
name is the same name as a country, I'm just picturing this like it's diplomatic relations.
No, her mom was
So like India and I were gonna meet up. It's like, oh, you're the ambassador or something.
Oh, yeah. So
Sorry,
anyway,
that's bad. That wasn't good.
Some things we don't say.
So anyways, we meet up and we're at the party, and like it happens to be across the street from Harry S. Truman's mansion or whatever, and like I'm smoking pot, and like there's this hot lesbian there, and she's like being cool and 25, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like I'm just gonna be myself. And then like long story short, we end up peeing on Truman's house.
You should have.
Yeah, that's fine.
You were like, this is for her, Shiva.
It was, yeah, it was. I really like Pocky sticks, you know? But, like...
That's your poll for Japan.
And, like, long story short, I end up, like, we need to go to bed. We're all drunk, and the lesbian's like, hey, come cuddle me. And I'm like, cool, no pressure. I'm fat. Don't have to do anything. And then India's like,
Don't sell yourself too hard.
I know.
yeah. Well, this is at the time. I feel kind of fuckable right now. Like,
Exactly. You gotta
I'm okay now.
You gotta get that
Like,
lesbian before she returns
Yeah.
to Narnia,
You see your
right?
daughter's name on your stomach.
Yeah.
No.
Hey.
Oh, what the fuck is this? What
My
the
girl-
fuck is this?
Just because my girlfriend
Who is
has just
Daenerys?
as little shame as me. Like, I have a girlfriend. Like, that's crazy. And she looks at it sometimes. Like, I fuck people without a shirt on. It's
Right.
crazy. So anyways, we're at the we're in bed, and Indy's like, "Can I come to you?" And we're like, "Sure," you know. And we fall asleep. I wake up, Indy is gone. I think she's mad, and then like the girl lays one on me. She kisses me, and she's like, "I thought it was really hot when you were smoking pot yesterday."
Whoa! Oh my God! What?
Like,
That's never been said in
that
all of
fucking
history.
Dude, it grossed me out like for a second.
You should have been.
It was like, what? You look really hot hitting that pipe. I'm like, dude, that is not something you say in Independence, Missouri.
She's like, I have real low standards. I'm looking for a good thing you did.
Yeah. She didn't even smoke weed. That was good. I like that. That was really good. Fuck. And then it like. I brought her to my mom. My mom is like a fucking straight white Christian Trump supporter. And
You get back to that car and you go to sleep and think about what you did.
Yeah. No, my mom was in shock. She's just like, who is this fucking monster in my house with the monster I produced? You know? And then like it took like a week and a half, and we did sex.
Okay. All right. That's the proper way to say it.
It was called did sex. It was.
We did sex, then checked our answers.
It was. Like, I don't think I should go very much further with it. It's just like she was so awful. Like
Why would you bring her to your mom?
Mom, check this out. We're gonna do sex.
I like how you got.
Wait.
This is a lesbian.
You got all these stories about terrible sexual experiences, and you know what the one common denominator is?
Yeah.
It's always something to be said who has a person who has a lot of bad sex stories. You have a lot of bad sex stories.
You're like, they never know what to do. It's like because they're bewildered by how bad you are, possibly.
It's like you're not making this experience any better. So.
I said Papa during sex like last week with my girlfriend. We got a
John's.
Fuck me.
No, I literally.
Lay it on me, Papa.
I wish.
Oh man.
I wish it wasn't the fact that I was just turning into a little immigrant boy. Come back.
Papa me into your mouth.
Hey,
no, that's
hey.
racist Italian people.
Oh shit. Fuck.
What's the matter for you? Papa me into your mouth. Shut your stupid face.
Forget about it.
Oh man, this show is problematic.
I'm just.
So how you doing now? How are things now? Good?
Oh, things are great.
Good. A good place.
I date someone just as obnoxious as me.
Oh, that's great.
She texted me earlier, and I was like, I'm gonna come get you after the show, and she's like, I don't give a fuck what happens as long as I get that sweet D.
Oh shit.
That's what she texts me. Like, my girlfriend's a douchebag. Like, it's awesome. Fucking love it.
I like how your girlfriend is a frat boy.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, Papa. Papa, baby.
Yeah. Things are good.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Spencer Perkins,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you, lady. That was great.
Are you guys ready for your last storyteller of the night? Let's make some noise for Ryan Trickey.
Hey.
Keep it going really quick for Aaron, Kenny, and Jeremy, everybody.
Oh, gosh.
Aren't they
Come
great
on.
at interrupting comedy?
Right.
Aren't they terrific at ruining it? And keep
Yes.
it going for yourselves for coming out. Thank you very much.
Hey,
and all
all
the
right.
storytellers you've seen so far tonight.
Give it up for the troops. All right.
My favorite part of Spencer's story just now was you, ma'am, the young lady with the ponytail. Spencer had the thing about the girl who had the nose ring that smelled really bad, and she went. That is a life experience shudder right there. That is
That's a
that came
Vietnam
from
flashback.
inside.
Ah,
that was
Charlie!
hard. Oh man. I just brief chronologicals of my dating. I was with a woman for a very long time, and then her and I broke up. And have you ever bumped into an ex in public?
Yes.
Unexpectedly?
Yes.
I did that. I bumped into an ex at the DMV not terribly long ago. at the bar. And
Is
like
she working there or also
no,
in line?
also in line.
Oh,
Also
okay.
waiting. Both of our licenses expired on the same day.
Oh, that's so romantic.
And I was like, what the fuck are the odds of that? And then I remembered that we went together
Well, there's really only
originally.
12.
What?
I was like,
Oh,
I
man.
didn't think that one through. That just kind of was a mess. And,
That's dope. Tom Hanks is already banging out a script of this story.
Dude, it's not. It's almost a love story. Is this whole thing?
You
So-
got renewed.
Exactly. We started talking, and like I don't know if you've ever been in that situation, but like you kind of enter this like overly polite discourse with somebody who also knows too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you both
yeah.
have too much dirt on each other, so you're like, who's gonna cross the line first? Kinda, like it's like a Mexican standoff
Right.
conversation. Like she's seen my penis, but I've met her mother. It's like,
Wait, I
try to-
don't see how those two things correlate. Wait a minute, what?
Both are bad, is what I'm saying. Like I'm trying.
You've just seen but met him.
She never really got to know him.
They're acquaintances, not friends.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like it was like we were talking, and it was actually kind of. It got to the point where it was like a really like healthy. Like we were like apologizing to each other about things that happened in the relationship. It had been a little while.
Right.
This story is so different from the last story. You're talking to someone politely and apologizing for things. And not
Also-
just,
What
and not,
was the
not
name?
just a tornado that is like wrecking a small town.
Right.
You have to pardon me because I already forgot. What was the name of the?
I didn't see.
I
Show
don't
the
know.
audience.
Aiden. Can you imagine? So Spencer, I can see. How old was Aiden?
She was 36.
No, how old was Aiden?
If
5? Dude, okay, so 5. She's like, I like Legos and princesses and ponies,
Right.
and she's like, happy birthday.
No!
Fuck.
My teacher warned us against this. Oh!
This is horrific.
The great thing about getting Aiden tattooed on you is if you have another kid and name them Jaden or Caden, you can put a parentheses in another
Right.
letter.
It's like, I can't take that to a sleepover. No!
I'm gonna go brag to my friends, by which I mean never tell anyone about this.
It's like, Aiden, I got you a present. What is it? My body. Like,
A grown man that did not conceive me has my name on his body on purpose.
it just, ugh.
At least he didn't get her last name.
Like, wraps around. Ugh.
That's my social security number. How did you get that? What is wrong with you?
You put it on the adoption form. It's like you, I mean your mom.
So that didn't happen. That's what I'm trying to
No,
say.
right.
But no, it was like a healthy kind of like it got to the point where we were like reconciling for some of the things that happened in the relationship, and we were like apologizing about some of the things that happened. At one point, she looked at me and she said, "Ryan, I'm sorry that I let you be a dick to me for so long."
The worst. That is the worst.
I don't really know.
I had that happen.
Have
Yeah,
more or
somebody
less,
was like, hey, don't worry about all the shitty things you did to me. I was like, I didn't do anything to you. You did all that shit.
Yeah. Hey, I want you to stop feeling guilty about what you put me through. with
It's like I
your-
wasn't. I didn't feel guilty at all.
know what to respond. I don't know how to respond. I just apology accepted, sweetheart. Just don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to tell a quick little, because I know I was never cruel to her. I never like was very. I didn't cheat on her. I didn't hit her. I didn't do any of that funny business.
Pretty low bar. I didn't push her out of a moving car.
I didn't steal her identity.
I know exactly.
There were no gross violations of trust or crimes committed.
I didn't commit a felony.
I
I
didn't sell her into human slavery.
I didn't commit one specific felony.
I didn't try to get her to start watching Game of Thrones.
Right,
Like,
there
I
you
was
go.
just like, all right, I really gotta pay attention to this part. Like, I'm just a very
You
decent
didn't
guy.
put a stack of comic
But
books
like,
in
I
front of
could
her?
have been.
I didn't make her watch the last 2 seasons of Lost. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even start
Monstrous
at the beginning.
things.
Fifth
Right.
season's all right.
You know, go ahead.
I could have been nicer to her though. I remember there was one morning. We were living together, her and I. We were together for about 5 years total. We were living together, and we woke up one morning, and she rolled over and she looked at me, and she said, "Ryan, do you know how I define love?"
Oh
She
man.
asked me.
Wow. That sounds like a poem.
525,000. Wait, no, that's measured. in
Yeah,
life.
yeah. We hadn't.
Never
I
mind.
was not aware of rent, so I was not capable.
Did you say?
It's not very good.
I know.
Yeah.
You should have said, "Is this pounds or kilograms?" Right?
And she started to tell me how she was just. I was just like, well, I didn't ask, but go ahead. That's heavy shit to hit with somebody first thing in the morning.
It is.
Well,
Like,
how long had you been together at that point?
probably at that point 4 years.
Okay. So this conversation is not going to be good. Got it. Go ahead.
Right. This was in the tail end.
Yeah.
She says, "Do you know how I define love?" And she said, "Love," and I'm doing my best to paraphrase, get it close as I can. Love is waking up from the most perfect dream you could ever have, because life in love is even better than the most perfect dream you could ever have.
Yeah.
Is
Very
what she says to me.
optimistic view of
I know.
fucking relationships.
It was a
Sorry.
glass half full thought for sure.
Your girlfriend was really into the unattainable. Got it.
Well, not always.
My idea of love is never being sad about anything ever, and that's all on you.
Well,
My idea of
so-
love is knowing when we're out of Pop-Tarts. That's my
Yeah.
idea. And going out and getting them. Without being asked. Without being asked.
Male tampon. Yeah.
Right?
Aaron, what is your definition of love?
Oh boy.
Best guess.
Oh boy.
Just oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
No thanks.
She said, and then she was like, "Ryan, how do you define love?" And I looked at her and I said, "On purpose. Love is thinking about leaving every day and not leaving."
Wait, what? Whoa, what?
Oh, hold on.
That's pretty good.
I
That's
thought
actually pretty
that
good.
was pretty close to being
That's-
romantic.
Wait,
actually.
wait. Before you go forward, were you doing stand-up comedy at this point?
Not on purpose at the time.
No,
like, that wasn't.
no. Were you going out and doing open mics and doing stand-up?
Yeah.
That was your first mistake.
That was the problem.
You thought this is a killer line.
Yeah.
This is my new closer.
Oh,
Right?
no. No, this
You
was.
you said that was close to being romantic. It's like all you have to take out is the part where you said, "I always want to not be here."
Yeah.
Like just,
No,
just,
but
just,
that's-
just take out most of the sentence, and it's very sweet.
No, I think that I'm still onto something. Like, love is like looking at her every day and be like, motherfucker. And then you make her breakfast anyways. Like, that's.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
got it.
not what
That
love
is,
is?
got it.
that's love for a child you are legally responsible for.
That is true.
That is
That's
not
true.
love for a person you are deciding
But that
to be
was,
there
but
with.
that was where. But that was where I was at the time. I thought, oh, if I'm being funny, it's okay to be mean.
That's why you shouldn't do that. What you should have said is this. If you weren't doing stand-up comedy, you would have just said that. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been it. What you just said, you would have said, yeah, what you just said.
Yeah.
But you're always trying to be funny like the most of us are trying
I
to
didn't
always
understand how feelings work.
be. And neither do we. You understand?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we're here.
Well, and so then her and I, and so that was the first serious relationship I'd ever been in. We were together like age 17 to 22.
Okay.
This was a formative, and then we broke up because,
Because you were 22.
the aforementioned.
Well, that is the
the aforementioned 100% of the story.
that is
and
the
then,
range.
like,
That
I
is
had
the
a
range
lot
where
of-
you're the dumbest you are in your life, because like you know enough to think you know everything,
Yeah.
but you haven't figured that out yet.
I flew a little too close to the sun with that last one.
You did.
I
It's a
did.
great line. Don't get me wrong.
It's a
You
great
know?
line to make people that you're not telling you are in love to laugh. It is not a great line for someone that you're reassuring about your
I know.
relationship.
Yeah.
It's not a good 4 years in line.
not
No,
a
it's
good
no.
one.
Oh no, it's not.
No,
It's not a good 20 years in line.
No. So then after her and I broke up, I had I tried to do the guy I'm just gonna try to fuck people. I just try to just try
That's
to
just like every
validate-
dude all the time.
Yeah, and I had a series of misadventures. Like I had one where I was with a woman and she stopped having sex with me to answer her phone. That was the thing. Like she dismounted and went and got her phone from across the room. And when she did,
Was she a doctor that was on call that night?
I'm glad you asked. No.
What?
like a plumber or
She
something?
picked up her phone and she said, "Hello? Who's this?" Meaning,
Did you know who it was? Oh!
not only will she stop talking, she stopped fucking me to answer the phone. She'll stop fucking me to answer the phone to talk to anybody. fucking
I
doesn't
thought
matter.
like her Adderall prescription had come in. You
she
know.
would rather not inconvenience the person on the phone than not
Right,
make
right,
you
right.
sad.
Yeah,
She
'cause-
stopped fucking you for a 1888 number.
She does. She doesn't want to be rude. Yeah, no. And then there was another young lady who we were going at it, and in the middle of it, you know, dirty talk is a touch. You know, you do your best and you just try to.
Yeah, I know. It's a fine line. It's a
Yeah,
fine
yeah,
line.
yeah.
Just don't say Papa.
Yeah.
No.
We've-
No.
I think we
know,
all learned
this
a
is
lesson
the-
tonight.
This is the Spencer part of the story. But we're doing the thing, and she looks at me and she says, "Sir, may I bother you for what's your name?" Chris. Oh, Chris never lasts this long.
Before you can finish this, that's my nephew. So please,
Chris.
if you'd like to pick anybody else in the fucking audience.
The rest of the front is also related to
Oh,
you.
Kenny never lasts this long. Doesn't matter. Well, I don't remember the gentleman's name. That's why I said. But I assume it's a gentleman. I
You
don't know.
remembered the important part of the sentence.
And I was just like, what? She's like, sorry, that's my husband.
Oh my God!
Hey!
Wow.
I don't know what it was just not good. And then like that was a woman who later would come to a comedy show that I did. She showed up drunk at this bar I was performing at, and she just started a whole ruckus because I wouldn't sleep with her again. And she showed up drunk and she yelled, I would hate to misquote her. She yelled, "Nobody fuck Ryan Trickey because he's the devil and he's got a little dick." And I'm like, there's no such thing as the devil. Why would you?
And you're like, and that little
Say such
dick
a
lasted longer than your husband's, according to you.
That is the best thing that happened. That's like a wedding ring. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, does he have a small dick? I'll be the judge of that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody that
Every
night.
woman in that bar was like, we'll see. There's no way.
Will
There's no
Challenge
way.
accepted.
And now I'm curious.
So
Because she cares enough to yell about it.
But I didn't. I was just a chaotic dick in the wind. Like I didn't know how to.
Oh, man.
I didn't know how to manage anything. And I just,
Like that Elton John song.
By the way, come watch my improv troupe, Chaotic Dick in the Wind. We're here every other Thursday morning.
It was that song about Princess Diana. Like a
No, this is
dick,
about Prince Charles, Dick in the Wind.
dick in the wind.
A chaotic dick in the.
Sorry, I paraphrased. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I feel like I'm not letting you guys interrupt enough. Also.
No, you are doing fine. This is
Okay.
fantastic.
Is this
Good
okay?
rhythm.
We already got chaotic dick in the wind. I'm writing
Okay.
that down in my dream journal.
But yeah, that's where I was at emotionally, and it kind of capitalized in this moment where I really failed to connect with a person. Like I was with this girl, and I really liked her, and it wasn't that I didn't think she was very pretty, and I didn't like her as a person, but like I couldn't just fucking.
There's a lot of body shaming going on in this show.
No, I'm
We're all
trying to
fucking
just-
hot. This is actually right now a Ralph Lauren shoot, is what it is.
But
It's like-
I couldn't quite. Have you ever like what happened? I just couldn't. Like, have you ever?
No,
tried-
every time I'm like, God bless you for being here. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Do you mind if you sign this affidavit saying you were actually here?
Yeah. This is gonna be an alibi later. Have you ever tried to like start an old-fashioned lawnmower, like a
You mean a lawnmower?
not a.
They
An
still,
old-fashioned lawnmower.
They still
I
have
don't know
pole
how.
starts.
I know I'm alienating people who
They
are.
still have pole
You know the
starts.
kind of lawnmower that didn't want women to vote?
No, because there's the driver ones.
One of those
And there's
old-timey
the-
lawnmowers.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's the newer ones
You
and
gotta
then the
put a
classic
phosphate
ones.
in it.
That you start with your mind.
The old ones you just
Is my privilege showing right now? Is that what that is? But the lawnmower. The thing.
The pull start.
The pull start. You pull it and it goes and it starts. But sometimes you pull it and it doesn't start
'Cause
right
you gotta
away.
prime it. You gotta prime it.
You
have
gotta
to prime
prime
it.
it, but you can't.
You gotta push
for
the
some
button.
reason
This is a
inside.
very apt
'cause-
analogy for what we're talking about.
and you pull it and you keep pulling it and it doesn't want it. Nothing. It doesn't get going. And
Give
so
it a
like
half
you
oil,
get.
half gas.
It's just not. There's just something going on. And then maybe she helps. You're both pulling on it. and
Okay.
pull on it,
Yeah.
and then maybe she'll use her
Oh,
mouth
you
to
were
pull
pulling
on
on
it.
Oh,
and pull on
okay.
it,
I see where you're going.
and it
Yeah,
still
yeah,
won't
yeah.
I thought you were,
start.
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to get her started. You're trying to
No,
get
you're
you
trying
started.
to get you started. I totally get that. All right. Yeah, we've been there.
This is an allegory for my penis, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
This is, just so we're all clear.
Oh, his old-fashioned penis.
Old-fashioned, classic Coke penis.
Classic.
It was awful. It was, I don't know, has
His
that ever
penis wears
happened?
hats
Yes.
outdoors.
Have you ever not been able to...
Yeah.
What
And
was the context around it happening?
I was, one time I was drunk, and the other time I just couldn't concentrate. You know what I'm saying?
Concentration's an important...
Yeah, I think Destiny 1 was coming out, and I was, like, really excited for that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I could be doing that right now. You know what I mean? Well, we all been there, right?
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
That's why I can't have morning sex, because I'm thinking about the rest of the day.
That's true. You know,
Like,
you have a lot of things
like,
to
what
do.
am I going to eat for... Like, I got to go to... It's like when I go to Aldi's later, I got to remember to bring the bags. Like, I'm not able to engage with the human being. Like, has that ever happened to you?
No, I've never thought about all these while I was having sex. I mean, they have great prices, don't get me wrong.
They have, like, off-brand, but cheap. Like, they don't have, like, Fruit Loops, but they have, like, colored hoops.
Oh,
Like,
they're
they have,
way
like-
past that,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
They have uncured bacon and coconut water.
Yeah, all these
This-
solid.
They
This
have-
show is sponsored by Aldi's, by the way. I
Yeah,
don't.
well, go to Aldi's.
We're
But your
coming up on
penis,
9,
how's
so
that
let's-
working out for you? It's going okay?
I don't think it's ever not worked in that situation. I've been like too drunk to have sex, but like
No, it's not an alcohol thing. I wasn't drunk.
no. I'm saying that's the closest.
Sometimes
I've
you
had.
can't. And sometimes
Okay.
you know the manager just has to come in, take the ball, pat you on the ass, and you go home, right?
Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta unplug and plug it
This
back
is
in.
it's
I'm-
not happening
I don't know.
tonight. This
It's just
isn't
not your
gonna
night.
happen. Hey, you
Yeah, yeah.
tried. You know what I'm saying? Your arm's dead,
You left it all
You
out
know?
on the field, and you couldn't get a boner there.
right?
Yeah.
Put me in, coach. No, not you.
I got and I'm gonna try to make this as thematically entertaining as I can.
Like it's not now.
Well, because it was a moment that I had not experienced yet. Because there was no alcohol involved. I was sober and I still couldn't achieve what needed. And I just looked down and I was just like, "What's going on, man? Like, what are you doing?" And he was just more or less just like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling this night. Just not getting." Like you were just like you looked down. He was, and he was just like, "Yeah, I was all the way up here." Not trying to brag.
I know. That's like that was a little presumptuous. All right, don't.
Yeah. I'm just like, what do you mean you're not feeling this night? Like, what do you mean? Like, we're just trying to like fuck just our feelings away. Like, isn't that the whole? And then it's just like, yeah, I don't know, man. I think you've just been in a long-term relationship and you just got out of it. Like, you're just trying to figure shit out and I think you should be alone for a while and like focus on your feelings.
And the woman
just
is
really
like
trying
he's
to-
mumbling at his penis.
No, I was like, what?
She's just
Which
like,
is soft.
yeah, I'm just like, oh, that's good. And yeah, she's just like, who are you talking to?
I know.
And I'm
I
like,
think
no,
it's
it's
more-
got nothing to do with
You know, it's more impressive than your dick being on your shoulder that it also has telepathy. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope.
We've been tight for a long time.
Okay,
you know?
got it.
Go way back.
We've all had that conversation. Not with your dick personally, but with all of our.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's settling.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But it's
That
like talking to all of your guys' dicks.
at once.
Mhm.
It's a mind meld.
Brotherhood.
And so, but like that was just a horrible thing. There's no climax to that story. I just didn't.
Ah,
Oh,
no
yeah,
pun.
yeah, yeah.
No pun intended, right?
Hey!
Hey! Sorry, please continue.
Hey.
What? Hey!
Hey!
Ah! Dicks.
I don't
Sorry.
know.
That's it?
I could tell one more quick thing. I don't know how long we've been up
We
here.
only got like
We
5
Go
minutes.
ahead. We got
You can get
2
real quick.
minutes.
If it's real quick.
Oh well, now it'd be
If you
silly
go over,
I
you'll
didn't
be
do it.
disqualified from the,
Oh, okay, from the podcast.
from exactly.
Well, I'll just be done then.
Okay.
And
Ryan
just
Trickey,
leave everybody sit
everybody!
satisfied. All right,
Hey!
goodbye.
Hey, and let's hear it one more time for all the storytellers tonight.
Also, let's hear it for Aaron Naylor making it.
Aaron.
You got anything coming up, Aaron, that you'd like them to know?
In 5 minutes,
Ooh.
there's a show in Strawberry Hill. You know where that is, Kansas side, at a bar called the Mockingbird Lounge that I run. It's called Baby Powder. These goons are on. It's going to be a lot of fun. I probably shouldn't be doing this in this bar right now. I'm telling you to leave to go to my show. My show!
Everyone buy a bunch of drinks and then go to that show.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Thanks for coming out. If you like the show, we record it. That's why it took a long time to start. And we put them up as a podcast. It's called Sorry, Please Continue. So if you like podcasts, we have all the not all, but most of the previous shows. We just did a couple in Indianapolis and Louisville and some other places that were really funny. And that's every week. So that's everywhere that podcasts are. iTunes, Google Play, all that. I think you got business cards.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Kenny Kynes. This is Jeremy Helwig. You all have a great night, and thanks for coming out.